Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet, voice you know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF, where you can count on the trusted performance of Alevo seed treatment to protect your soybean crop. I'm Joel Norwood. Couple housekeeping items to pass along. Don't forget, we'll be at the Southwest Ohio Corn and Wheat Growers Field Day tomorrow. That's thanks to LCNB National Bank. Visit them at lcnb.com to learn more about their ag lending programs. Then we'll be at the Bowling Grain Tractor Pulls on Wednesday, thanks to Nature's premium liquid fertilizer since 1946. Always a good time up in Bowling Green. But today, we're talking with folks at the Miami County Fair. Our own Dale Minio visited there over the weekend to present a check thanks to Axis Seeds to the Junior Fair. And let's check in with Dale right now.
Joining me is Jeremy Edgar. And Jeremy, first of all, thanks to Axis Seeds this year for presenting 5 different Junior Fair boards with $2,000 checks. We wrapped it up at the Miami County Fair. By the way, the fair runs through the 14th. On the way over, some really good-looking crops. Is that consistent throughout your area?
I would say from Miami County and west into Darke County is primarily the areas that I've seen, and we're in a fairly good spot in Ohio the way the crops are. That's for sure.
Boy, the beans, very consistent. All seem to have gotten in a good start. I'm sure there's some double crops we still question about, but things look really good. Unfortunately, it's still about Mother Nature and August and September rains, but sometimes Mother Nature got a sense of humor. She'll help us get it done.
Yeah, that's true. She'll help us get it done. Speaking of sense of humor, don't let any of the traders hear this interview. The crops are really bad here, in case you're listening.
Well, and that's sometimes it's an issue. The more we produce, the more the markets react. We have a good supply, but international customers like to know that we're capable of producing even in a diverse year. Farmers have done a lot of the right things to get this far.
Yeah, and honestly, in Western Ohio, we're pretty fortunate. It's been several years since we've had a bad crop. It just seems like we're in an area where the rains tend to come, maybe not when you want them, but you definitely get them when you need them.
Well, that's just as important as anything. How about anything? Have you seen any disease or anything else we should talk about? Any insect problems? It's been, knock on wood, a pretty decent year keeping up with those things.
It has been a decent year. I spray a lot of fungicide on corn and soybeans, and it's been a relatively low-pressure year on both insects and diseases, but I have noticed in the last week or so starting to see some gray leaf spot show up, some northern, and a little bit of tar spot. But I think the corn crop in general is far enough along that I don't think we're in any danger of getting to any economic threshold.
There you go. Jeremy Edgar, my guest from Axis Seeds, Ohio at the Miami County Fair.
And thank you, Dale. And as they talk a little bit about the weather, let's turn the page to that. Checking in with Ryan Martin, Chief Meteorologist.
Dry today over a large part of Ohio, mostly dry tomorrow as well. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Let's take a look at that forecast update. No major changes in thought process. Eventually, we see a little bit of a threat of moisture trying to get in here, but it's going to take its own sweet time for sure. I think for tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, we have to watch for a few showers and thunderstorms getting into northwest Ohio. And then overnight tomorrow night, that's our main threat. I still think only about 60 to 75% coverage of a few hundredths to a few tenths. That's all we are looking at. I'm meteorologist Ryan Martin.
Thanks, Ryan. Weather brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. Online at seedconsultants.com. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this with a look at the markets.
As we approach the long days of harvest, the Ohio Soybean Council continues investing in the future of the soybean industry. Your checkoff contribution supports ongoing education programs and collaborative outreach to inspire the next generation of agricultural leaders. You can count on the Ohio Soybean Council to support you and future generations on your farm with opportunities that make a difference. Visit soyohio.org to see all the ways the Ohio Soybean Council is invested in your future. That's soyohio.org.
When you're buying seed, there's more to a transaction than money. You're exchanging time and trust, hoping each decision adds up at harvest. Seed consultant sales professionals don't take that lightly. With products made to excel in the Eastern Corn Belt and agronomic knowledge that stands up to the test, we're all about the same things you are: reliability and results. Buy into a better seed experience. Visit seedconsultants.com to view our corn and soybean lineup.
Let's check out what's driving markets today, and here's Ryan Metzger.
This is Ryan Metzger with Lice Mercantile, providing you with your technical indicators to start the week. These technical indicators are, of course, price levels in which futures find support and where futures find resistance. September 25 corn futures has the first level of support seen at $3.80 and a quarter cents, and resistance at $3.87 and a quarter cents. September 25 soybean futures has the first level of support seen at $9.63 and resistance at $9.75. Please visit our website at licemercantile.com to learn more about our grain marketing program and crop insurance services.
Thanks, Ryan. And let's take a look at the current numbers in Chicago. September corn, 3.5 cents up to 3.86 New crop corn up by 3 cents right now to 4.08 Soybeans having the big jump higher as August beans gaining 21.5 cents to 9.88 New crop beans up 22 cents to 10.09 per bushel. September wheat, 5.20 their price, up 5.75. Markets brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. August live cattle up 78 cents to 233.33. August lean hogs gaining 35 cents to 109.25. They're continuing to march a little bit higher. And milk starting off the week nicely, up 12 cents across the board. This is the Ohio Ag Net.